everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Guess who is here? The man of the hour, Les. And Les, you got big news to share.
What?
Big news. Something all of us have been waiting on. The tracker.
But
It's like,
it's working for 15 minutes already.
So I agree. Yay, Les. So the tracker is working. So everybody, as Awen said at the midnight hangout, keep working. The numbers are there. Your numbers will be there and they'll show up. And as promised, they are there and they are showing up. So thanks, Celeste. That's pretty cool. So how's everybody doing today? This morning, this evening, wherever you may be? I see a lot of our normal friends that we normally see here, and this is a really great time that Kathy and I used to love. Just hugging Alesh's time and having like our own personal Ask Alesh. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. This is the best. Kathy and I have always said this was like one of the better hangouts because this is kind of like that Q&A, but also Alesh is going to do the stats and show us the stats. And you guys love the histograms, so we'll look at that as well. And let me get the prize word up. As soon as I get the prize word kind of set up here. And then we'll turn it over to Alesh. Okay. So, cousins. Type this word. Type cousins. And it can be uppercase, lowercase, mixed case. Does not matter. You can type it in 15 times. It's still only going to count once per person. So, type in cousins. And we have one person who's typed it in. Just one. That person's a lucky
the ones
person.
that already won get another prize.
Alesh, is that Cookie?
Yeah, it is somewhere in the background.
Okay, so I'll turn it over to you, Alesh. And now that we've got some really interesting stats to show.
Okay. So, what should we check today? We have all sorts of histograms. Okay, so normalized are now already up. They will change. Also, as new participants new team members will start to participate. The normalized number will drop because it's counted based on the number of team members participating, and it's now automatically updating. That was the reason the stats were off during the night, because I did that in the evening and I made a mistake, so I fixed it now.
Yay. Wow, look at the numbers.
So we also have, as you probably noticed, the new in the stats from WikiTree browser extensions, a few add-ons, and one is the distance to the team in front and behind. So you can easily see if you are competing against another team, how you're doing and what. Okay, now Cookie is out.
Cookie needs a cookie.
And another thing with normalized is the normalized stats. This is also part of browser extension. It's a link now that does the sorting and showing the numbers. So these were changes with the extension, due to the extension. Now, okay, how are we doing by the hour? So the third hour was the best one. We had over 2,000 profiles in 2007 entered, and now during it's slowly dropping. to the standard night ratio. So with around 500, 600 per hour. Uh, okay, the overall numbers are, so we are doing 1300 is hourly rate overall. We can check the same for previous ton. I think I just need to remove this part and we will get access to all previous uh, connected tons, and on previous one the hourly rate was 1200 profiles, which means we are doing better, but it's still not the whole day. This number will now in next 4 hours this will drop a bit more because it's night time in USA, but I think we are doing quite good uh, compared to previous ton. So here, yeah, okay, cool. Maybe we will beat 100,000 this time.
Oh, and I will say that you definitely want to come back at 4 a.m. same time tomorrow, because Alesh gives us a little bit of inside information on the total, getting closer to the total. And we have that on G2G, guess the total. Kathy and I have used that too.
I've never come close though.
But this total is so hard to predict. It depends on the weather all around the world and so on. So
It
it's
does.
really uh, hard to say how people will participate. Maybe now with weather cooling off, Europe will make a big improvement on the numbers.
People stay in to work on. So this is really cool. I just dropped a link that Alesh was looking at too that compares previous years. But the histogram that came out, did you do that last year? Is that about a year and a half old, or has that been out for a while?
No, I think this histogram is already for a few years.
Or
Um, but I did recalculate the old trackers, so all even though we didn't watch the histograms at the time, they are now available for the old data.
oh, that's really great. I think a lot of us see this and look at the stats, and we look down below at the tan and pink areas, and how many of you look up top and like, okay, that's something, but it has so much information, and you can click on the different options. It's just really cool. And my favorite example that I like to use is when Alesh brought mine up years ago, and I didn't sleep. I have slept today.
I didn't
But
stay up all night. Oh, yes, you did.
you
He
did.
proved you wrong.
I know. So you can also see your productivity, and I can tell you that my productivity was real low, and then I had coffee. So now it's back up again. And Danita, you even said you just had a cappuccino, right?
I did.
So
I had
yours is
my morning
ready.
cappuccino. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, this the first year was a very interesting finish. You can, as you can see, how it jumped in last
Yeah.
hour.
It was
Here.
all hands on deck. Everybody, I think, was on that one.
So this is interesting to compare our years, the histogram. Then okay, we have also the same histogram. You can we can watch for users, but I don't think it's still okay. Oh, we already see. We can already see when the Nita was asleep. So
There we go.
she's up
I
for
do
4 hours
sleep.
now.
I do sleep. I do sleep.
And then look at your big spike. You had that really, really big spike.
Mhm.
That was
And
after the
then
cappuccino.
Yes, 119 in an hour. Cool. That's
that's
really
that's
fast.
rocking.
Less than a
Yeah,
minute. More than one in a minute per minute. Wow.
that's rocking it.
40 seconds. So, but okay, now we don't have even a full day of data available. But you can see the histogram for user or the whole team. So but here with team, if the team is mixed, if it's a worldwide team, so has members from all over the world, then the jumps there it's more leveled. But if you have just from whole team from the same country, then you have big gaps with zeros, like Kiwi Crew here. You can see we actually had a zero, or was it some? Yeah, zero per profiles.
They were
So
asleep.
all team members were sleeping. Mm,
But I feel like that's
so
all. Looking at this, it's almost like Battleship, the game Battleship.
Mhm.
okay, we'll see tomorrow how this charts will be nicer. And another interesting histogram. Here I do from connection finder.
We're losing you, Les.
This is,
Uh-oh. We're losing you. Did we lose you, or are you still there?
uh-huh.
There you are. Okay.
I am still here, but I have bad internet here in the campus. It can be on and off.
Okay.
Is it
Could you
okay now?
repeat that? Could you? Yeah, it sounds really good. Could you repeat what you said? Because that sounded interesting.
What about CC7 histogram?
Yeah. The very last thing.
Here you can see the here
Oh no. Oh no.
That's not
You're awesome.
good.
Oh no. Well, we have a backup plan, don't we, Danita and John? We have a really
Yeah.
good backup plan. So let's give Alesh a few seconds to jump back on and see. When he's in his camp that he has, if a lot of people are using the internet, then it's really hard, and our software to come on to YouTube takes a lot. So that might be it. This is funny. Bye, Alesh. That's so sad. But if you're just joining us, the good news is Alesh is awake and the stats were working. So definitely check out the stats. I dropped a link earlier, and let me see if I got it. I'm going to do it one more time. This will show you comparisons. So you can click on previous years to see the comparison stats. And he said that he has histograms working for each of those years. So that's kind of cool. And, we might not get Alesh back after this. We'll give it a try. If you see the word scrolling at the very bottom, it says type this word cousins. That is for the prize drawing that will happen at the end of this hangout. And for everybody that is in chat, how are you doing out there? Everybody doing okay? You got any questions that we might be able to answer? Do we have anybody that this is their very, very first thon? There we go. If this is your first thon, let us know in the chat. And there you are. Yay, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry, internet.
Well, we could blame it on the worldwide outage as well.
I don't think that's the reason, because this year it's the internet here is lousy whole year this year, so it's not. I don't think it has anything to do with recent events.
We were trying to give you an out, Alesh.
And then we have a question. So, Stephen, for previous winners, there is a list of winners, so you know who won last. I know that we used to put that on G2G. I am going to drop the link for the prize winners here. It's on a space page now, so you can see it. I do think, Kathy, I noticed when I was putting it in, I think we're missing the 8 p.m. one. Were you on the 8 p.m. hangout, Kathy, by chance? Or we are
No,
missing
but I
one.
know who won because it was commented on during in the chat.
Oh, and I just want to mention one thing that is somewhat new. This is not the first thon that we're doing this, but if you have won a prize at any event in the last 6 months with WikiTree, so that includes, I think we're clear of the January thon, but not the April thon. So if you won a prize then, if you want a prize at bingo, if you want a prize anywhere with WikiTree within the last 6 months, then you're not eligible to win until another 6 months. And I believe it's one prize per family. So if somebody in your family has won, I believe that's the case as well. And there we go. So does anybody have any questions for Les? This is a great opportunity while he's here. He can answer the questions for you that you might have about WikiTree Plus. I do have one question for you, Les, about WikiTree Plus. Just in general, if I wanted to look at a person's previous month, everything that they like added, would I be able to do that? Or could I pick a month? Like say I want to see everything that John Tyner did in February.
No, you can't pick a month. I think I added a possibility to see the profiles you edited recently, some time ago, but I
That actually
have
makes me
to.
happy.
I have to look into the help because I don't really know.
Yeah. That makes me happy because I was really like bending my brain trying to figure out how to do that. We were looking at CC7 and trying to figure out somebody's CC7 just in February.
So in search, I think here. Privacy created. No, that's not it.
And, let me just answer Stephen's
Okay,
question.
I found it.
Oh, good.
So it's here at the end of the table. I think if you write changes month and WikiTree ID, you will get the changes that the user did last month. So
Well, that'd be great. I think, but just the last month. So if it is today, if
yes,
it's
but it is just for the last month, not any month in the last 20 years.
so that would be just June, full June. It wouldn't be from
No, it is actually last 30 days, I think.
Okay.
So let me try it.
And while you're doing that, Stephen had a question. No, this game does not filter out previous winners. It's a very, very basic system, and it doesn't have the previous winners loaded. So if your name comes up and you did win a prize, just let us know, and we can always redraw.
Okay, you have to use it in the correct search. So get profiles. So you get 100 profiles were edited by WikiTree account, notables account in last month. So this is a way to filter recent changes of actually any user on WikiTree.
And you also have something that you could show us that we created just for the thon?
Uh-huh. Uh,
That one's
yeah,
fairly, yeah.
that will be available after the ton. Something like this profile list. Uh-huh. Okay, another one. I can try also that one. So if you can search for profile, you use profile list index, and here you enter so this is 2024 ton and 03. I'm not sure if it's already, no, it's not working for this ton yet because
You got to close
WikiTree
it.
has no profiles that were added in during the ton because uh, it has only data from previous Sunday. So, but we can look for the previous ton all the profiles. This will be available on Monday for the first 2 days and next week for whole Connect-a-Thon for all profiles. So
I'm
you
so
can.
glad you mentioned that because that is one of the most popular questions. And so when you're doing the Connect-a-Thon and you're try and hold on to your profiles because as Alesh said, on Monday you will get for I guess what Friday and some of Saturday, you'll get any errors that show up on the profiles from when you started the thon on Friday through Saturday will show up on Monday. Is that right?
Yes, on Monday or Tuesday, depends when I will publish it. You will see for the result, the suggestions for first 2 days, day and a half up to 2 days. It's one. I think 1 day and a half is the exact is approximately correct. So first half of the ton, and for the second half, you will have to wait another week.
So hold on to those profiles and make sure that you check any database errors. You can do that on your watch list if you want, but make sure to
Actually,
check those.
Actually, you don't have to hold on to the profiles. You can orphan them
Oh, that's
because
right.
you have. It's also a possibility to search by profile creator. So, if we check for instance, this profile, this was created by. Uh, let's see from the changes. It was created by. Uh-huh. So this is WikiTree ID. You can, for instance, you can write a query to search like this, and then you also add the word, add the create or equal. Well, actually, I don't know from my head, but it's something like that. Mm,
Well, and will we still see that
creator.
if we use
So
the
it's like.
CC7, that would work too? Or if we orphan?
Uh, Well, the CC7 is only if you were working exclusively on your CC7.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
you
You're right. You're the thon, the magic
Mhm.
word
So
for the.
now here is the all the profiles that were created during the thon and mixed with all the profiles that were created by the person, and you get now the 172 profiles that this person created, and even though they are orphaned, you can still find them on WikiTree Plus.
Oh, that's great. That's really great. So if you do
Mhm.
orphan them, WikiTree Plus will always will help you out after the
Mhm.
thon once everything's in there. If you don't orphan them, you can still use WikiTree
Well,
Plus or your watch list as well.
mhm. Yeah, if you are managing them, then you can just use the WikiTree, your WikiTree ID, and it finds all the profiles you manage.
I love WikiTree Plus. If you guys have not tried WikiTree Plus, don't be shy, don't be nervous, jump on in. It's it's amazing amount of data that you can mine out of it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions in chat? What about you guys in the studio? You guys have any questions for Les or any questions about the thon?
We can actually do the regional. Oh, that's good. So let's for the previous tone, we can look at the birth location, birth country, for instance. So, and we will get. It will take a bit. It's 100. Yeah. So we get how many profiles were created in which country.
Oh wow, that's
So
really
you
cool.
can
Cool.
Look
see.
at
That's really cool.
that. Yeah, isn't that
Mm.
cool? And look, I mean, we are going global with WikiTree. Look at all the countries.
Mhm.
Some India, some from Russia as well.
Okay, so US is on. Oh, only 1/4. Oh, only 50,000 profiles were analyzed. Yeah, I don't have. I don't do more online, but okay, it's still a good sample. So
It is.
US is only 1/2 of the profiles in the thon. So it's getting global.
It is. It really is. And if you're, one of the projects like the Denmark or, France or something, this is a way that you can kind of get an idea of what's being added as well during a thon. What's the lowest that was added? Oops, you were quick. You were quick.
What?
You were right.
No. What is the lowest?
Yeah. It looks like most
What
of them were US.
country?
Oh, there we go. So we got a few.
Afghanistan.
But
Quite
look,
a
that's
few.
There's a
really
ton
cool.
of ones.
Yeah, but look, those are countries. How many of us thought that we would see? Oh, Greenland. That's
Well,
interesting.
there is Slovenia. Come on.
That was yours. We're counting that towards you.
I think so. No, I don't think it was mine. I don't know this person. Josefina Filo, 1901, Slovenia.
And remember, guys, this will all be available. He's looking
This is
at
all
that.
wrong. Come on.
Oh,
This is
no.
Slovakia. That's Slovakia, not Slovenia. Oh.
Oh.
You got to change it. You can't go anywhere without changing it.
I have to correct this.
I love
That's
stats, though.
Slovakia.
I love stats.
Oh, there was a question. The United Kingdom is -1?
Yeah, I saw that United Kingdom had one profile created.
Okay.
See, we already fixed something just from this little demo.
There you go.
Americans don't know really the difference between Slovenia and Slovakia.
You know
It's
what?
just one letter, and you're not living in one of those two. You have no idea about it.
As an
usually.
American, I will agree with you.
What's the
We messed
Cypherphone
it
means?
up. Okay, so it says -1. For United.
No, it has
Kingdom?
United Kingdom has one. So one profile was made for United Kingdom. And I'm going to throw my spiel in there.
I was
United
waiting for you,
Kingdom
Kathy.
did not exist before 1801.
Hmm.
Northern Ireland do not use until after 1921.
John, did you have a test with stuff like this?
No.
Like at school, you had to know your dates of.
Not that I can remember, no.
Do not use United States before July 4th, 1776.
Yes, but
Oh my
it
goodness.
can be also later, depending on the state.
Yeah.
When they came in. True. And those will show as database errors?
Not yet, but once in the future they will.
I think it's either either the AGC or the AutoBio that will catch those and change them. I can't remember which one it is.
AutoBio does.
Yeah.
I don't remember about AGC, but I know AutoBio is as well. It's hard to list when someone lists their birthplace with the current place name. I think it's really going to be set up also by country, by the project. Some projects handle it differently, if I understand the projects correctly. And then UK profiles probably just show the individual countries. Kathy, you
actually
know that.
there no, I'm not actually showing what's written in the profile because I have a location recognition, and in most cases I do classify profile as England or Scotland, whereas
He does.
so the ones that are still under United Kingdom are probably with that profile the location was not recognized or is written badly or something like that. We can check.
They probably just put United Kingdom.
Yeah, so it's not usually
profiles.
it's the yeah, that's the reason this one was listed as United Kingdom. It's not that many profiles with locations like that. Usually England and all the UK is very good with putting the state or country next to UK.
And unless
I disagree with you.
Wait, since you're at WikiTree Plus, we have a request.
Well,
could you post a URL with a search for created equals as an example?
Okay, I already lost it, but I can
and then
write
while
it.
you're doing that, Stephanie mentions I had a bunch of immigrants from Bohemia that I had to figure out what country that was in at that time.
Yeah.
Czech
That's
Republic,
a complex location.
Yeah. Of course, then we also have like the whole Holy Roman Empire. And then Danita, you probably are separating. You got to, figure out Italy as Italy.
For a very brief time, the town I live in was part of the Free Territory of the Taro.
Oh.
During World War II, we had a lot of partisan activity here, and they basically took over. There was German occupation, and they got rid of the Germans for a short period of time and declared themselves the Free Territory of the Taro.
Can you imagine having to write that out on your address, on your envelopes all the time?
It really only lasted for a very, very short time, a couple of weeks before they came back and hit hard. So,
okay. So here's the question: would you, in your research and everything, you would write that as the birth location if a child was born?
I probably would not write it as the birth location, but I might notate it in the biography, because it just wasn't something that was. I don't know how well it was recognized. We recognized it here, but was it recognized everywhere else?
Yeah. And I can tell you, let's just fix something for me was Hawaii. Hawaii has like so many different names and territories and governments reigning over it, so it was complicated. So I agree, Stephanie, sometimes it is complicated when you're trying to figure out the birth location, and if it's a large area, you got to try and break those countries out if they are created. And here's Mel. New Guinea needs some locations work. And, this is interesting that you mentioned it too, because a lot of times when we talk about locations work, this is about, looking at the profiles and making sure, right, just like Alesh just did. And if it's categories, then you kind of go through your project leaders there because they get the categories approved. A lot of good comments, and I can imagine too, especially if you're doing a thon and you're trying to go a little faster than normal, trying to pause to figure out the locations of the birth and the death can be a little tricky. And go ahead.
WikiTree says to use their location at the time and for the birth field locations, and then in the bio you can write, add what it currently is now.
And I'm glad you mentioned this too, because Lisa Gervais helped me with Canada. I don't typically go into Canada for research. I was working on a notable and I kind of tiptoed over the border, and she tiptoed back with me and said, "Did you know Canada wasn't a country then?" And I was like, "No." So, sometimes it takes a little bit of research to see when a country was actually a country. And you say the trail, but you also mentioned AI. So I'm not sure if you're doing, if that's both or typo. And then Flo says B started creating location names from Wikipedia articles using Wikidata information. So Flo, I think you mean create new locations. And correct for time zero, generate suggestions. Something needs fixed.
Well, if there is a locations table on WikiTree Plus where all the locations are defined that are acceptable. So if you have a location that is not recognized correctly, you need to write about it in G2G or somewhere, and I will add the location with the time and whatever. That's another table. I can show it.
Yeah, it's a great table.
It can be interesting one. Let me share me at the stage. So it's
and I know someone from the Poland project gave Alesh a list of acceptable places for there because of suggestions that had come up under either England or United Kingdom that I had worked on.
So this is the location table. You have for each country, you have different spellings of the location. They also can be separated by the time zone. So the location can depend on the time when it was valid. This is not actually checked as a suggestion for now, but it will eventually get checked. Once we run out of other suggestions, I will write the code to also.
That's funny.
I'm collecting the definitions for now. So you can see so it doesn't matter. I know if you search for Germany on WikiTree Plus,
this is funny
you will
too.
get the result if you enter Germany or Deutschland, Bundesrepublik. All these variations of Germany and also historical ones are recognized, and it makes the profile show in the results for Germany. So you don't even if someone used Drittes Reich, which it will still be found. And here is another for people loving histograms. You can also use this link, and it will display. Okay, it's a lot of data here, but you will get histogram for each location when it was used.
Oh wow, that's really interesting.
Let's go back to Germany. Okay, Cyprus. Okay, now the page is long. Okay, so these are locations that are used just 30 times, which is not really a lot. But if we go to to Deutschland, for instance, the acceptable dates for Deutschland are only for the last 60, 70 years, because all before it always had some other name. So here you can see here the last part is marking the acceptable date range, and all those others are not correctly used. But unless you're from Germany, you don't know what to
Yeah.
use, I think. So Republic Deutschland, this was after also just last 50 years, but we have profiles created in 1784, from 1784 that use Bundesrepublik Deutschland. So those are really interesting profiles. A few centuries
And could
away.
you drop the link for the table, the location table?
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Okay, just a second. You can start it without the filter. So this is the minimum. Let's put
You
this
can
in
see
the
where
chat.
Holy Roman Empire just goes. It's just no, nothing after that. There's still
Yep.
some that are putting it in, but for the most part, you're going off the
Uh,
cliff.
well, it's not that much. No, but okay. Since if there is such a sharp edge, that means that someone was really correcting the data and was correcting the profiles to use the correct endings for location. So that usually means it's such sharp drop in the numbers, because you can find these profiles that are out of date and correct them. Oh, another new goodie that you can is location breakdown. This is also a new stuff that where you can analyze certain location, part of the location. Well, let's maybe this is, so let's just enter Ljubljana. And you will see all locations that contain Ljubljana in the name. So here is a city, a region, part of the town, Ljubljana, and the ending that depends on the time, because it's Slovenia, Yugoslavia, Krain, Austro-Hungary, and so on. So you get the numbers for. So this is a kind of correct location with 128 instances. Others are kind of questionable. uh, but it's good to analyze. You can also see all the what is in the what regions are in Ljubljana. So Šentvid is part of Ljubljana, Trnovo is part of Ljubljana, and so on. And here on the right side, you see the different endings. You can also switch to the analytics only for right part, and here you get all right endings of the location. So Slovenia is okay. This one, these are kind of not official and not with WikiTree style. So this is another. This is also available in WikiTree Plus here under the analysis, and you have location breakdown. You can analyze any location that you're interested in. But I think it's enough of WikiTree Escalash for this session.
Well, let's give everybody one last chance to type in the word cousins, and I agree with Anne. Thank you, Lush, because this is kind of where we find out some of the fun behind the scenes and technical things and how to work WikiTree Plus. as well. I think a lot of people are a little nervous, and just give it a try. And I also like, if you go to a category, now at the top of the category, look at the top right of the category, and you have it built in that you can just click WikiTree Plus from categories as well. So I agree. Thank you, Alesh. This is great. And Stephanie, I think this might help, because Stephanie was the one that was mentioning it. Sometimes it's just hard to find locations as well. Okay. So type in cousins. You've got one last second or two to type that in. And we are going to do the prize drawing and then let you guys get back to the thon. Oh, that's pretty cool. A WikiTree Plus icon on his desktop. So all he has to do is click on it and he's there. Did you think WikiTree Plus would take off as much as it has, Alesh? Do you think everybody would love it as much as you hope?
Well, I started with suggestions. Actually, I started with suggestions for my relatives, because I noticed that I forgot to enter gender with half of the profiles and so on. Then after I saw how many mistakes I made, I was wondering how many others did, and the numbers were high. So I prepared after I got the database dump, I did try that on the whole database, and once that was available as a report, it really took off. Then later the WikiTree Plus came out, so you are able to do various searches, and now it's actually quite a strong search engine, I think, for data on WikiTree.
I agree. I think it is very, very powerful, and a lot of times, were people going and putting up on G2G, can somebody help me find this, or can somebody make the search? And then now you can do it yourself. You can give it a try and do it yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and do the drawing. If you have won, if your name comes up and you have won in the past 6 months, please just let us know and we will redraw. So let's see who's going to win. Let's see who's going to win. See a lot of familiar names. It always goes slow. Yay! Steven! He said he was leaving. Steven, are you still here? And have you won in the last 6 months?
Yes.
I don't know. Kathy, has he?
Yes, the April Connect-a-Thon.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's on the list.
Okay. Steven, you said good night. We'll draw again. Let's draw again. There we go. Okay. Another chance is out there. Let's see who's going to get. Liz, have you won? Liz Shefflin, has she won in the last 6 months? I know, yes. Katie. I thought Liz had. Yeah, Katie, I know when it starts to slow down and you think, oh, that's me. Okay. Sorry, Liz. We're going to draw again. Okay. The prize is still up for grabs. Let's see. It's going slow. Melissa. Thank you, Kathy, for checking. Melissa, have you won in the last 6 months?
I love Melissa's comment. I wish WikiTree was a paying job. I'd be set.
Hey, I'm going to say that Melissa has not won.
Yeah, I don't.
Not since January.
Not since January.
Okay, then there you go. What's going to happen, Melissa? A1 will contact you after the thon. Let's get through the thon and get everything settled, and she will contact you with the options. I believe she said in the last hangout there were 5 different options. I'm not sure what that is for prizes, but she will contact you. All you got to do is sit back and wait for an email from A1. Okay, guys. You guys have anything else? You guys in the studio? You guys in chat? Let us know if you have anything else. Otherwise, I guess we'll let you guys get back to the thon. And the next hangout will be at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye.
Bye.